Did I hear a squeak?
Before we start, this video is sponsored by Amino app. I'm sure you have already heard of this cool app. It's an application where you can find tons of content creators making an awesome videos, like video games, K-pop, all what you need. Also, there's a new feature that they launched, which is story. But unlike other applications, the story will always stay. So you can put a lot of efforts making a cool stories. And the big thing is that I started already making content there for Dota 2 and other stuff like daily stories, sharing with you part of my personal life, sharing some bloopers and other stuff that you may never know about me. Unless of course you check me there. So don't forget to follow me there so you can see more of my content. The link will be down in the description. Now back to the video. Now, since Valve released a new matchmaking system, everything has changed because you can party to win solo MMR. So let me tell you in this guide the best 5 ways to rank up so easily before the end of the season. But before we start, remember guys to subscribe and like the video, and also I started streaming, so make sure to follow me and also have the notification on both Twitch and also YouTube. Now with that being said, let's get started. A lot of players started to ask about the best ways for you to win some MMR after the new matchmaking rank system. Well, let me tell you the best ways for you to rank up so easily. Number 1. Pick your role. Now, thanks to the new matchmaking system, you can select the role that you like and look up for a game. And for me, I usually go with the mid lane role or safe lane. That's the most effective lanes for me at least. So I can be dominating my lead and win the game. Sometimes I play as a support and I don't mind that, to be honest, because an active support will make the game much easier for the carry to win it for you. So pick the role that suits you the most. And remember, it's not about picking support or carry or offlaner. It's about you playing it, because a good support will actually win you the game, a good offlaner will win you also the lane, and also the game, by the way. But just picking a random position that you don't like, or maybe you are starting new, like playing as a carry, and you used to play as a support, and you want to rank up so easily, it's not gonna work out like 100% for you, because you're gonna find a lot of trouble switching between rules. So pick the rule that you like, then just go with it. Number 2, play as a party in ranked. Now, thanks to Valve, you can gather some friends that you don't mind even losing and play together, because that's the most effective way for anyone to get some easy MMR for solo, especially if you have one guy that have a high rank and he's willing to play with you. By having that good player in your team, he can actually boost your MMR even if you play like a monkey, for one reason, because he will only play against a high ranked player and the rest of the enemy team will have low rank like you, so he won't face any trouble to boost your MMR. Number 3, pick combos. Now, here's the most important thing. You don't go for random heroes that doesn't make any goddamn sense, like you are in solo queue. Now, you need to look for heroes that can scale well with other heroes, like for example, Tinker and Bounty Hunter in the laning phase, in the late game, or even Sand King and Bara, because that's a cancer lane. Some cancer heroes that can scale well in the early game together and also in the late game, so you can crush the enemy in the laning phase and apply pressure to their towers and also invade their jungle, because you can only just do that after winning the laning stage, and also you can just win the game so easily because the enemy have no items. You crush them in the laning phase. What do they have to do? Nothing, because even if they 5 versus 5 you, they will lose most of the time. Like 80% of the game will be in your side, because you have more items, you have more even levels, because you won the lanes. You don't AFK farm, you just try to apply some pressures with your team. That's why party MMR matters. Number 4, playing a party with low rank. Now, this is something that you need to abuse, to be honest. Now, let me explain it more. My main account MMR is almost 7k now. So if I'm gonna play with people that have higher MMR than me, like 7.5 or something, I will get people that are so tryhard and they can even smack the shit out of me, So it will be harder for me to grind MMR in parties that have higher MMR than me, or even like close MMR to me. especially if it's a 5-man party. This is why I prefer to play with players that have like 5k MMR, like 1k MMR or 2k MMR below me, so I can play against players that have less MMR than me, so I can easily win those games. So that's the method that I actually use to grind a lot of easily MMR. Now finally, number 5, dual rank, which means you only party with one player for one reason. In 5-man party, even if the enemy sucks, they will kinda still have a good communication. Therefore, it will be so hard for you to set up for a good ganks, since they will, like, you know, be like 5 baboons together hugging each other for no goddamn reason. Or even diving under the tower, you will see like some fucking rainbow TPs, you know. So that's the most kind of disgusting thing in party. So by playing only with 2 players, most likely you will match up with solo players or maybe sometimes like 3 other players. But that's kind of very rare. So playing with solo players that can lead you, you know, to win against them so easily, because they lack of communication. This is solo MMR. They lack of communication. They don't communicate with each other. You know, they have that kind of, you know, I'm better player than you, I'm not gonna listen to you. This is the kind of solo MMR that you are looking at in every goddamn fucking tier. 7k, 8k, whatever the fucking rank that you are in, you will find that kind of players in every single fucking game. So what can you do about it? Kinda nothing, you know. You be like, you know, you're gonna babysit him and be like, yeah, you're right, man, you're the best player, and this kind of shit. This is why kinda you play with one player. Like, I'm playing safe lane and he's playing my support. We can have a good communication, therefore we can easily win and crush the enemy. I can play mid lane and the other guy can play as a 4th position, roaming around, or maybe playing off lane with me if I'm playing off lane. This kind of plays that can lead to actually a good result. Now these things can actually increase your MMR by a lot, and also since I'm playing in a Smurf account and I'm playing anyway, I will play with 4 players from my Discord every week, so we can, you know, win some games and have fun. But those players must be either subscribed on my Twitch channel or have paid membership on YouTube. And for the rest, you can head over my Discord, where I'm gonna create some teams with the good players and bad players to grind some MMR. And the mods can actually only, you know, select the most active users. So don't ask me or beg me, you know, to pick you. So it will be happening for EU players in A and also our brothers in the C server. So make sure to be in my Discord, the link will be down in the description. So tell me guys if this method worked with you or not in the comments below. Also make sure to subscribe and also like the video. This is Merrick, see you in the next video.